Hey, welcome. So, if you're getting started in the software world, you've probably heard a ton of jargon thrown around. It can get pretty confusing, right? Well, today we're going to break down three of the biggest, most fundamental concepts in software testing. And by the end of this, you'll be talking like you've been in the game for years. Ready? Let's do this. So, let's start with a big question. What kind of tester are you? Are you meant to be the champion for the user? The person who knows the code inside and out? Or maybe a little bit of both? Think of this explainer as your personal compass. It's going to help you figure out where you fit in right now and, more importantly, where you could go in the future. But, why does this actually matter? Well, because understanding this stuff is your ticket to a much smoother ride in tech. It helps you know exactly what your role is on the team. You'll know what's expected of you and what's not, which is huge. It helps you focus on building the right skills from day one. And honestly, the biggest thing, it helps you speak the same language as the developers, which makes you a way more valuable part of the team. All right, let's dive in, and we're going to start from the user's point of view. This is what we call black box testing. It's all about putting yourself in your user's shoes, looking at the software exactly the way they would. For a lot of people, this is the most natural place to start their journey in quality. So what is black box testing, really? Okay, imagine I hand you a sealed, kind of magical box. You can put stuff into it, and other stuff comes out the other side. But here's the thing. You have absolutely no idea how it works on the inside. Could be gears, could be magic, you don't know. And you don't really care. All that matters is that you put your input in, and you get the expected output out. This quote, it absolutely nails the mindset of a black box tester. You are the ultimate advocate for the user. Your whole job is to make sure that the software behaves the way a user would expect it to. You're making sure it's reliable, it's intuitive, and that it just works, no matter what kind of tangled code is hiding behind the curtain. Okay, let's make this super practical. You're testing a login screen. You type in a valid username and password, you click that big login button, and then you watch. You're not thinking about the database or how the password gets encrypted. You're just asking one simple question. Did I get to the dashboard like I was supposed to? If yes, awesome, it passes. If no, well, you just found a bug. It's really that straightforward. Now, let's switch gears and flip the script completely. We're going from that sealed, mysterious black box to a box made of crystal clear glass. This is white box testing, and this is all about seeing the software from a developer's point of view. With white box testing, you're not just a user anymore. Now, you're more like an architect. You've got the blueprints, the source code. You can see every single internal pathway, every bit of logic. That's why we also call it glass box or clear box testing. You're not just checking if the app works, you're making sure the internal machinery is built perfectly. And this is where the mindset really shifts. We're not thinking about user behavior anymore. Now we're focused on code paths. The developer is literally thinking, okay, my code has a fork in the road, and if this, else that kind of statement. Did I write a test that checks what happens down path A and a test that checks what happens down path B? So here's how this plays out in the real world. A developer writes a function to calculate sales tax, but the tax rate is different for all 50 states. A white box test isn't just checking one state. It's writing more code that automatically checks the calculation for California, then Texas, then Florida, and so on for all 50 states to make sure every single one is correct. So we've got the outside view and we've got the deep inside view. But what about the middle ground? What if you could have the best of both worlds? Well, you can. Welcome to gray box testing, the powerful hybrid approach. Gray box testing really is the sweet spot. You don't have full access to the source code like a developer, but you're not totally flying blind either. You've got some partial knowledge. Maybe you can look at the system logs, or you know how to talk to the API, or you can check things in the database. You have just enough inside information to test way, way smarter. This right here, this is the anthem of the gray box tester. They are the detectives of the QA world. They see the success message pop up on the screen, but they're a little skeptical. They're not just taking the UI's word for it. They're going to go behind the scenes and check the evidence, the database, the logs, to make absolutely sure the job got done right. So what does this actually look like? Okay, imagine you go to a website and fill out the Contact Us form. That's a classic black box action. But then you put on your gray box hat. You open up a database tool, write a quick little SQL query, and check the contacts table to see if your entry is really in there.
You're not just hoping it worked, you are verifying it with proof.
Okay, this table right here, this is basically your cheat sheet for everything we've talked about. Let's walk through it. Look at code access. It goes from none to partial to full. Simple enough. Now, perspective, we go from the user's behavior to the system's behavior, and finally to the deep code logic. And check out the typical roles. A lot of people start as a manual tester doing black box. As you get more experience, you grow into a senior QA doing gray box. And over on the right, you've got developers and SDEs. That's a software development engineer in test, who live and breathe in the white box world. It's a natural progression.
All right, time to bust some common myths. First one up. You have to be a coder to be a tester. Nope, absolutely not. Deep-level white box testing, that's what developers do. It's called unit testing. Your job as a black or gray box tester isn't to build the engine. It's to be the world's best test driver.
Myth number 2, black box testing is just simple button clicking. It's not that valuable. Yeah, not so fast. Black box testing finds the exact kind of bugs that real users run into, the ones that make them angry, the ones that make them leave. Finding those bugs before your customers do, that is incredibly high value. And this last myth is one that holds so many talented people back. If I can't code, I'm not a real tester. Let me be really clear about this. That is completely false. Code is a tool, a useful tool for sure, but it's not the main event. Your primary tool, your superpower, is your brain. It's your critical thinking, your curiosity, your empathy for the user. That's what makes a great tester. So the big thing to remember is that these 3 approaches aren't competing with each other. They're a team. They're like the 3 Musketeers of software quality. The developer does white box testing to make sure their code is solid. The gray box tester comes in to check that all the different parts are talking to each other correctly. And finally, the black box tester makes sure the final product is a perfect experience for the user. All for one and one for all. Okay, so now that you've got the map of the testing world, let's talk about your future. This isn't just about understanding your job today. This is about seeing where you can go tomorrow. This knowledge can open up some really exciting doors for you. As you move forward, you'll often see 2 main paths open up. On one side, you've got the technical route. This is where you lean into white box skills and become an automation engineer or an SDET. Your goal is to literally write code that tests other code. It's a super technical, in-demand path. On the other side, you've got the product route. This is where you leverage those gray box skills to become a business analyst or even a product owner. Your goal here isn't to test the code, but to help decide what code gets built in the first place. All right, so let's boil it all down one last time. Black box is all about the user. It's the perfect place to start. Gray box is about being system aware. This is where you'll really grow your expertise. And white box is code focused. That's the path for deep technical specialization. But remember, the true experts, the real pros, they understand and respect all 3 perspectives. And here we are, right back where we started. But now you have the tools to find your own answer. You've got the map, you understand the landscape, you know the different paths you can take in this incredible field. The only question left is, where do you want to go next? Your adventure is just getting started.